A good castella should look sort of like this. A sponge should have some air in it. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video and greetings from House Tempos. I know, I said I wasn't going to do any more videos from this theme park, but you know what? This is a bonus video. This is in addition to the 3 videos I put out every week. So, kind of doesn't count, right? Anyway, the reason why I'm doing this video is I just came back into my room after a full day of filming and walking around. I'm gonna say it again, this park is huge. It's huge. It's so easy to get in your 20,000 steps a day. Yesterday I ended up walking 30,000 steps. Yeah, and no wonder I was exhausted, but good exhausted. Anyway, Nagasaki has some famous food, and one of them is the Castella. It has its origin in Portugal. I think in Portuguese it's called Castella or something like that. The Japanese version is a little bit different, I hear, but they have so many different Castella shops in Nagasaki City. Inside this park there is a shop that is dedicated to the Castella, and so I decided to get myself a few and I'll share them with you guys. This is my selection, guys. I got this one that simply says Nagasaki Castella. I don't even know if there's a brand. It could be the House Tempos brand. And then I got the chocolate. And I got this one. I think this is from a shop called Mikado. And I don't know how to say this. Gosanyaki? Maybe Gosanyaki. And this one. This is from a really famous shop. I've seen this shop in Nagasaki. I've seen 3 of them actually. Yeah, this one is from a shop called Izumiya. And it's supposedly one of the most popular Castella shops in Nagasaki. First one I'm gonna try is this one, the basic one, simply called Nagasaki Castella. So this is what this one looks like. I'm using Izumiya's box for display purposes. Thank you, Izumiya. But this is not from Izumiya. So look at that. So a good Castella should look sort of like this. A sponge should have some air in it, but not too much. One end should be smooth like this. And as with most Nagasaki Castella, the other side should have some crunchy bits of sugar. Okay, let's break it in half. Yes, not dry. Just by breaking it apart with my hands, I could tell that this was not dry. では、いただきます。That's good. It's actually very moist. Yep. I can taste the egg yolk. The sweetness is perfect. It's not overly sweet. It's actually subtle in sweetness. This one, for some reason, I didn't notice the rock sugar. Okay, maybe let's give this side a try. I think that's rock sugar. No rock sugar on this one. Either that or the rock sugar has dissolved because my room was too warm or something. But overall, good. I do have to say, this is moister than what I'm used to Castella being. Castella tends to be just a little less moist. Okay, instead of the chocolate, I think I want to try this one. Yeah, I want to compare the regular Castella to another brand of the regular Castella. Okay. Visually, it looks the same. Visually, it looks the same. However, I don't know why. I feel like this one feels lighter. Oh yeah, and it's fluffier. This one's fluffier. It's interesting how I can already tell the difference just by touching it, just by holding it with my hand. I'm very curious now. Itadakimasu. Wow. It's really interesting how different these two are. They're both the same castella, but from different companies. This one is definitely lighter, less sweet. In fact, the sweetness level on this one is like half the sweetness of the first one I tried. So for those of you with a sweet tooth, this one might be a little too subtle. Very fluffy, lighter than the first one. But overall, I feel like this one, even though the price was more expensive, this one, I don't know why it's more expensive. I feel like it's more subtle all the way around. So that's good or bad depending on your preference. I think I like the cheaper one. Okay, so I'm gonna try the chocolate one. And this is the same no brand Castella. Once again, assuming that this is House Temple's brand. So check it out. Okay? Yeah. It's funny, it's heavier once again. You know, it's a subtle difference though. So this is chocolate flavored Castella. By the way, House Temples does make their original Castella, which I didn't buy. I did try it. They had like a tasting. You could taste 5 different Castella from different companies, one being the House Temples brand. It was just okay for me. You know what? It's nice, but it kind of reminds me of chocolate chiffon cake. Yeah, like you know chiffon cake? Do you call it chiffon cake in other countries? Yeah, it's not as light as angel cake, but it's definitely not as decadent as a chocolate sponge cake. I much prefer the original flavor. I think because you can taste the honey in the original flavor, whereas this one is like a subtle chocolate flavor and it's pretty normal. So finally, it's this one from Izumiya, the very popular place. Yeah. Okay, this one's a little bit different. And oh, there are 2 in here. 2 pieces of Castella in here. And this one's a little bit different. You see, this one has some icing on the top, as well as the side. Interesting. All right, let's break this in half. And you know what? I did try the regular Castella from this shop in Nagasaki, and I gotta say, this place makes really good Castella. You guys see that crunch? There we go, finally. The crunch of the little pieces of rock sugar. That is one of my favorite parts of the Castella. Yeah, it's super moist and you can taste the ingredients. You can taste the egg yolks. You can taste the honey. This one is really nice. I'm gonna try it with the icing on the top. This is the first time I'm trying a castella with icing. Mm. It's not bad. I think it's white chocolate. They did have one with dark chocolate as well, but I decided to get the white chocolate. This white chocolate isn't very sweet at all. So I think what makes a good castella may be the subtleness. You know, we come to realize that a good castella is all about balance. You know, the balance of sweetness. It has to be not overly sweet, but you know, sweet enough. You have to be able to taste the egg, but not so much as to where it'll taste like an omelet. I mean, if you want to eat eggs, I mean, you might as well eat an omelet, right? Judging from what I had today, I have to say the first one I enjoyed the best, the No Name brand. I really don't know. I mean, it might have a brand, but I looked all over and I couldn't find a brand name on the package. It was sold like this, you know, in single serving packages. Maybe they only do that at this theme park, who knows. Anyway, that was my favorite. The last one from Izumiya, the one with the icing, I feel like this would taste better if it's chilled in the refrigerator, just because of the icing. It was a little bit melted as well. However, the other day in Nagasaki, I did try their regular honey castella, and if I was to pit that against everything I tried today, I think that one would win. Alright guys, so hope you enjoyed this bonus video. Please let me know what you think of castella. Have you tried it before? And if so, are you a fan of castella? Remember when you judge castella, don't look at it as a cake. It's not your typical American cake. It's not your typical European cake. It is a light wagashi type of cake. In fact, here in Japan, they call it wagashi, which means Japanese confectionery. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye everybody. Simmered pork belly. It's simmered until it's like melt in your mouth tender, and it's sandwiched between a steamed bao.